Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Wednesday night. Hopefully you're having a great week so far. As for me, though, it's kind of precarious. Hopefully, just everyone's doing okay. Hopefully, we're getting your Christmas shopping done. Mind you, it's December. I'm sure. Hopefully, you've actually recovered from Black Friday a couple weeks ago. But we've kind of been in a funk, just like this intro, on what game to kind of close out the year. And I've been torn on simply wanting to stream a game. If I should make it a personal game, should make it an active game, make it a game I want to stream. And I've kind of been wavering it back and forth here. And you know what? I think it'd be fitting that the game I really waited for, and this is a game honestly I really would want to play all my own time, but the problem is I don't have as much personal time to play games. Like, this is really honestly the only time I have to play games. And so, despite, we're gonna give it a shot here. Tonight's game, this game I've waited since Twitchcon 2016 to actually play with, and it's actually known as Battle Chasers Nightwar. Never heard of this game. It's actually a very interesting game that this game actually could exist, and I'll explain it later. But for now, why don't I play the intro here, and you can actually see. So it's going to be a little black for a second here until it actually loads up, because it actually has an amazing opening movie. How's it going, Solo Sandwich? How are you doing tonight? To up the safe mode. Hopefully it won't be crash and burn. That is such a good opening movie. It's still awake, it's 5 a.m. Oof, man. And here I am, just more trying to make sure my immediate area is not burning down to the ground. I blame Flame Heinard or Magma Dragoon, one of those two. There's a couple fires in my area. That's what's actually going on in my neck of the woods. 5:07 a.m. Oof. It's pretty rough, actually. So, this is Battle Chasers Nightwar. If you've never heard of this, I don't blame you. This is actually a game... It's not even a game franchise. This is actually a comic book franchise, or comic book series that existed back in the 1990s. I actually only knew this game, so let me actually explain things. So, I saw this game at Twitchcon. I was kind of just, roaming the floor by myself. kind of aimless. I saw the THQ Nordic booth, and for those of you who don't know, THQ went bankrupt, and there was a company in Europe that actually bought the THQ brand name and a couple of properties, such as Darksiders. You may actually, was it last year they released Darksiders Remastered, which is basically a HD version of the Darksiders game. But along with that booth there at THQ Nordic, a couple other games. I believe there was a Total War game, and a couple other games. But there was one that actually caught my eye because I recognized the character. And as funny as you typed boobs, yes, Red Monica was actually the character that I remember, and I only knew of her because I never actually read the Battle Chasers comic, which is actually created by... I'm going to cut the audio for a second because I need to actually look up his name again, because pronouncing his last name is very, very difficult. Joe Madureira. He actually created this comic. It's gonna bounce over again. And it had, this is basically a, issue 0, so it's basically a promotional comic, and a couple other comics were there. And it showed 3 characters. And apparently I've also completed 2 achievements on Twitch. How lovely. Like clockwork, apparently. How nice. But, back to the story. So I saw the characters, and I read the, read the preview comic, which basically kind of went over the characters, the profiles and such, and I was really excited about this, but I never was into comics, nor could I really get comics in my area. So I never actually followed through with the trying to actually get Battle Chasers as a comic, because I'm not really a comic book guy. But I saw these characters, and the characters, the art style was, just for some odd reasons, just stuck into my head. And the moment I walked past this, like, I know these characters. And I, got to try the game, and I was actually, one of the guys there that was kind of watching the booth was actually one of the people who worked on all the audio, who actually, works for Power Up Audio. You might actually know of them. They've done a lot of artwork, they've done a lot of audio work for, games that you probably actually know. Darkest Dungeon, for one of them. Tooth and Tail, actually, the recent release of the strategy, like a quick time strategy RPG game where animals are going to war against each other. They're really, really excellent, excellent audio engineers. They really, they do all the audio. They even actually do some of the voices and such in the games. They actually did some of the voices in Darkest Dungeon. So they're really, really great at doing that. But basically, Joe Madureira worked with Airship Syndicate. These are the developers, and they actually made this game here. And Airship Syndicate is a new gaming development studio that actually... And one of the reasons why I really wanted to play this game is, one, at Twitchcon, they had a demo. Playing through the demo, it actually beat me. Now, I played pretty much most, if not all, the games at Twitchcon, trying them all out. This year's TwitchCon was really, really different compared to last year, compared to 2016's TwitchCon. So I got to, try out all the games and such, the indie games, the, the big booth games and such. But I went through all the demos, easy peasy, no problem. This was the one that absolutely destroyed me. Because I remember, the guy was watching the booth, you need to go off for a second here, and I was struggling, and he came, like, the moment he came back, I died. And I said to myself, I have got to beat this game. This is actually one of the games I'm going to get, because very few games actually beat. It's like when you try a demo out and stuff, it's like, it's hard to lose at a demo. Demos are usually easy. But this is actually the game we're going to close out 2017 with. This might take a while, because this game, I looked on how long to beat. It's going about 30 hours, so this might actually take the entire month, or what's left of the month here, because there is apparently a lot to do in this game. As you see, we already have a save file. I'm actually going to start up a new game file, so we'll see the game from the beginning. Let's just begin. This gives a nice preface of what we're getting into.
Years have passed since the great warrior and leader of men, Aramis, vanished. Left behind were his mighty gauntlets, artifacts of untold power, giving their wielder the strength to move mountains, as the stories were told. Also left behind was his daughter, Gully. She discovered her father's gauntlets, setting in motion the events that would make her a target of great importance, and bring her into the company of her greatest defenders. Nolan, the wise and mighty wizard, whose tongue is as sharp as his wit. His mysterious companion, Calibretto, a war golem of immense power. Garrison, a swordsman, once brother-in-arms to Aramis, now sworn to protect his only living kin. And the rogue, Red Monica, who can be foe as quickly as friend. Together, they have traveled the capital lands while defending Gully from those who seek the power of her gauntlets for themselves. Nolan, on a personal quest to learn more about mana, which fuels the world's magic and technology, has led the group towards a mysterious landmass known as the Crescent Isle. There, vast reserves of mana were once rumored to exist. As they approach the island, they quickly discover why so little is known about the area.
You know, Solar Sandwich, I would actually play that, but it's not on PC. And I've already gone through Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, so I don't think I'd have exactly a problem beating Bloodborne. It really wouldn't be too difficult, in my opinion. I know it's a lot more aggressive than the other games, but I don't think I'd have too much of a problem. If it comes out on PC, I'll consider it.
Everyone hang on!
What are you waiting for? Shoot back!
With what? It's a stealth ship.
This is stealth?
Just do something.
It's always on me, ain't it? These kids don't know how easy they've got it.
We're being boarded!
Gully, get below deck.
You break easier than I do, remember?
More incoming, port side!
Oh no!
Gully, what?
Gully.
I've got you. All right, Red. Looks like it's just me and, figures.
Lord Bloodborne is way better than Dark Souls? Maybe. Like I said, never played it. I've seen a couple people stream it, and I can understand why. Oh, hello. What? Oh, what's going on here? What? Hang on a second. Okay. Why is everything having a filter? Hang on a second. What's going on here? I might have to restart this already. You're kidding me. Graphic options. Oh, that's cute. It actually tells me what I have. Why? Maybe it's the bloom? Why is it all blurry? Alright, I need to actually change something then. Give me a second. I'll have to do one thing here. Let's just turn that back on. Light changes, back out of that. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to set off the full screen. And we're going to have to save and exit the game 1 second. So the reason I need to do that, I need to actually activate... I was afraid of this, actually. I didn't know. I should have went further into the game. And now I need this to sync up, please, if you would sync up. So the reason why I'm actually... There we go. Okay. I'm just going to start it up normally then. I don't know why I was doing that, and that is also apparently something I need to actually turn off as well. And apparently also wants to show my Steam achievements. Oh, lovely. I need to change that. I kind of borked my computer over the weekend. That. As for the Steam stuff, let's get rid of that too. Assuming I know how to get rid of that. I turn off notifications. Get rid of that. I don't think there is a way to turn off all notifications on Steam. Either way, let's skip this. So the reason why I had it in safe mode, continue, was this game does have capture problems. There we go. That's better. That's much better. That's what the game's supposed to look like. I don't know why it was blurry in safe mode. I activated safe mode because it allowed me to use game capture. But it wouldn't let me do it in DirectX 11 or 12. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it just doesn't.
Rhino, you're all right.
Yes. Are you feeling better? You've been resting for a few hours.
I guess I wasn't completely prepared for that cannon blast. Was I dreaming, or did you leap off the ship to catch me?
I did.
How'd we make it down in one piece?
Nolan. We fell through a portal he opened, placing us on the ground with only minor injuries.
Then what happened to him?
We don't know.
And Garrison? Monica?
Garrison fell through the portal as well. Monica appears to be missing, along with Nolan.
Then let's get moving. They could be hurt.
Garrison already went ahead to search for them. Are you sure you're well enough to move?
I'm still woozy, but we don't have any time to waste. I'll be fine.
First, allow me to further heal your wounds. Then we will meet Garrison.
So, this game here is actually an RPG. And like any other RPG here, you can actually switch party... actually, unlike most RPGs, you can actually switch party members here. So, each party member has their own dungeon skills. You can swap out active party members in order to use each abilities to explore and interact with the world. You can open up the compendium, check the skills, and see what each hero's dungeon skills do. And it says here, Calibretto's revitalized dungeon skill can heal your party. So the giant mech is actually our healer. So all we have to do is press right button, or yeah, right button, press X, and that will heal us. And we can actually use it again to heal us to full. So we can actually also press start here. This will actually show us our skills. Navigating this menu is a little clunky, honestly. But it's serviceable, you can do it. So what Gully here, she can actually do a stun on a ground smash that can also break walls. Because she's actually the one wearing the gauntlets that her father left behind, which gives her all her abilities. And you can even see here, everyone has abilities. I'll get into that more. And they even have a nice little biography. We even have, like, one weird thing. Like, you go to combat abilities, it instantly jumps over to this. You have to back out, and then you can move on again. So each character has their own stats. Mana, stamina, will, attack power, physical defense, crit, haste, evade, all that good stuff. Then you can also move your inventory, your main objectives, the dungeon codex, and fishing. Actually, a lot of stuff you can actually do in this game. Which is one of the reasons why I was kind of torn if I wanted to make this a game, like my own personal project or not. But for now, let's get going. So, this is the combat. Like I said, it's an RPG. And if you've ever even used to more tactical style RPGs, this is kind of what this is. So, you have your basic actions, then you also have your abilities. So, your abilities here actually have, if you look very closely on the right here, it'll actually say like how much mana it costs, and it also says how fast you'll actually perform the abilities. So there's instant, which is what your actions are, and then you have your abilities. Very fast, fast, and they could also go all the way down to slow, which will affect the order. So for now, though, we're just gonna punch. It's the beginning of the RPG. It can't be that difficult. And also in this system, there's actually an overcharge, which basically acts as a mana system. Hold left trigger to get more info about buffs and debuffs in combat or in a dungeon. So I can actually hold down the left trigger button here, or L2, and I'll actually show that I'll take piercing damage each tick. Which is really nice, actually. I do partially wish, like, this game was... Like, the game kind of goes halfway with the voice acting. So it's kind of one way or the, you know, it's part of it is voice acted, part of it isn't. And it even tells you, like, here's your rewards, here's your enemy slain. Very basic, honestly. But it's fully animated and really uses the art style to its fullest potential. And I need to download those wallpapers. Garrison went northeast looking for Monica and Nolan. We should head that direction. I'm sure they're fine, but we should hurry just in case. Acknowledged. So this is the world map. Anytime you walk into one of these icons, it's actually the start of a battle. I should probably just kill this in one round. That's where our ship crashed. Crossroads. Like I said, the first part of it will be very straightforward. Why? I don't know why that one got hasted, but let's kill it. So we'll actually use one of her abilities here. So, Gully's ability, Scatter Shot, she can do 16 damage to a target and 8 damage to a nearby enemy. Or she can protect people. She's basically like your protection tank. She can actually heal people. So for now, let's cast it on that. Probably show some of his... Each character brings something new to the table. Apparently, I might actually be able to kill this guy, because my characters are growing so fast. Nope, I wasn't able to kill it. So what I can do, since now I have 20 overcharge, I can actually cast healing, and I can actually heal my own character here. And I should probably actually use her protection. I can have her protect herself. So overcharge only exists in combat. It won't actually exist out of battle. Take all loot. So there is armor in this game. You will be changing out your armor I can actually equip this. Actually, I can't equip this because it requires level 3, so there are level requirements. You have ring, neck, trinket, and you can also go around and pick up stuff from the world map as well.
Gully, I'm glad you're alright. What you did during the airship battle, shielding the cannon blast,
You would have done the same for me.
maybe, but with messier results. You're a brave kid, but remember, we don't fully understand the power of your father's gauntlets. You have to be more careful with them.
I had no choice.
No, I guess not.
I believe he was trying to thank you. Have you found any sign of Monica or Nolan?
I haven't. And this village looks long abandoned. There are lights on the horizon. To the east. Might be a town.
We should investigate. If they survived, they likely headed that direction.
What do you mean if? Nolan saved us. He can save himself. And Monica too.
You're probably right. Let's go find them.
And now we have Garrison. So, the parties only go up to a size of 3 in this game. And each character has a strength here, so I can actually... Let's see. Probably kill... So if you look on the left, it'll actually even show you, like, who you're targeting. Like, I can kill this green slime. Ooh, I got a crit. And now it's explaining the overcharge system. So overcharge is displayed in red next to mana bar. It's generated by using regular actions. Overcharge is consumed in place of mana and used for bonus effects and certain abilities. It goes away after combat, though. So it makes the combat a little bit more interesting, so you can actually focus on performing some, you really focus on what you actually are trying to do. So let's actually use Obliterate here. And then for Garrison here, we can actually use what's very fast, Warblade, Rally Strike. But for now, let's use Swift Strike, and we can use on this side. I can use his abilities. And just kill the bat. So if you get overkill and also like the double kills or even triple kills, you can even get bonus experience, which is actually really cool. So you're actually encouraged to kind of go above and beyond. There we go, level 2, and unlock some new abilities. Oh, hello, what's this? Spoils of War, 1 of 4. The General returns. Handwritten journal entries scrawled on parchment. General Xavier returned from the main front last night. Because he came in darkness, few got a good look at him, other than say he seemed well. The wars elsewhere have taken their toll on the outpost. With ranks thinning and our defensive practices becoming lax, I'm not sure Ravenheart even bothered to take his patrol last night, but he always did seem the lazy sort. That should change with Xavier stalking the halls once more. Or lost. So the great part about this game is basically you're kind of going through a comic book adventure. Also, I guess this is kind of an oldie but goldie. You actually heal every time you level up. Hey, how's it going, Fahrenheit? How's it going, Dranicos? What are you guys doing here? Damn radio? What's a damn radio? Let's see, red sign leans precarious line on one side, reading north, harm's way, south, wilderness. And standard RPG, you have to go this way. This must be the village. You see a few lights, but no people. Where are they? Let's bang on a few doors. It's a radio at a dam. And we need to speak to some villagers. The heavy iron door, radiant furnace, and proliferation of metalworking tools strewn about tells you this must be a smith shop.
You're the town smith?
Hey, who the hell are you?
That's a rough way to greet strangers.
Being strangers, you don't know how rough we get around here.
I suppose we're gonna learn quickly.
Aye, skin's got to be thick to survive in a forsaken land like this one. And your hammer better be heavy. Speaking of forsaken lands, how did you lot end up here?
We came in on an airship. As we approached, pirates ambushed us.
Seems right enough. Though not quite pirates, as you say. Bandits. Simple as that. Just thugs full of hot air. But they've been a right pain in the arse recently.
Bandits. Who do they work for?
Well, being bandits. Themselves, mostly. That said, they're acting differently the last few moons. Less scatterbrained. More organized. As a few of us left a bit worried.
We were separated from some friends during the battle. We think they may have them, or know where they are. We'd like to chat with them.
Chat. A few weaklings came by causing trouble last dawn. Chased them off down the south road. You can head that way, if you think you'll find your friends.
If we don't, they'll regret it.
Keep your head up. They must have a camp down there somewhere. Yep, I'm still here.
Baron was playing Portal 1 and came obsessed with those damn radios, so I made him a comment about damn radio being a successor to ham radio. Ah, yes, the radios. I never got... I beat Portal 1, but... I never, like, went out of my way to go for all the secrets and such.
What do you need? Right.
So, this is still... So, if you've never started this game before, this is Battle Chase's Nightwar. This is actually based off a comic created by, and also helped design this game, Joe Madureira. This is a comic that actually was back in the 1990s.
Hello.
Where are we? Missed the sign on the way in? You're in the town of Harm's Way. Don't worry, the name's more bark than bite. That's a relief. What tavern is this? The Disemboweled Traveler.
Half pint or full?
I know that voice. I think I know who... That voice sounds like the one who did, like, Duo from Gundam Wing. So this I can actually buy, you know, food items, fishing items, and so on and so forth.
Friend. Safe travels.
The door to this oddly shaped hut is locked. Strange tinkering sounds can be heard within. The tinkering continues, but no one answers. The tinkering stops briefly, replaced by a few curt profanities. No one answers. Have Calibretto knock. What is the meaning of this? Oh my, a war golem. That is almost fascinating enough to warrant my time. Being fascinating is a requirement? Yes. Now please stop knocking and go away. I expect you to buff out the damage in my beautiful antique entryway. What a nice man. So this is the collector. I don't know what he does, because apparently he takes a different currency other than money. The Altered Bestiary. Well, well. See, this is I wish it was, like, fully voice acted. It went halfway. But, like, one of my favorite things, and this is the thing that actually really struck with me, was the art style. And I remember this art style from the comic all those years ago. I never actually read the comic proper. I only saw, like, it was basically a promo of the comic from a Wizard, it was the Wizard magazine. And it had this little comic, and I think I still have it somewhere in this house. But I love the artwork, and I love the look of the characters and the characters' description. And so being able to actually play a game of it, to me, is like, this is awesome. It also helps that it was the one game at Twitchcon that beat me. Because this was a very difficult game. The demo they had was very difficult back then. A fresh band of adventurers loose here in the Vale. Experienced ones, no less. We've seen our share of battles, and you? Huh. I have. Though, by the way you hold your blade, not the same kind. Let's just say my foe are the wilder kind. The name's Raha, Beastmaster Raha. As I see it, the only foes worth fighting are the untamed kind. And lucky you, this island is littered with them. So we've seen. The slimes and bats in the woods around town? No, you're in for worse than that. We're looking for lost friends, not hunting for trophies. Indeed, many get lost on this island. Rescue mission or not, you could use some basic advice to survive here. Take this bestiary journal. Track the creatures you fought. You'll find doing so rewards you with insight into their strengths and weaknesses. Survive long enough, and I'll point you towards more worthy tests. You may find it necessary when searching for your friends, anyhow. The search will be brief. We'll make sure of it. Then we'll be gone as quickly as we arrived. I've heard that before. Don't get killed, adventurers. Yeah, see, like,
Sun on the blade.
she has a voice, but they didn't voice chat everything, or voice act everything, and it's kind of disappointing.
Hello. Careful out there.
And the Book of Secrets. A very well-made sign hangs from an oiled gargoyle door. It reads, "Out to lunch." Rip the sign down and throw it in the dirt. You know what? I'm actually gonna leave that there, because in my personal playthrough when I demoed it, I left it alone. So we have our 3 characters here. Let's actually take a look. So the bestiary shows us all the beasts we can actually go up against. And the more you fight it, not like a lot of RPGs, they'll tell you, how, more progress. Also, apparently the battles that you actually get are randomly generated, because my first couple battles, when I tried this last night, were completely different. I only tried this for about an hour, though, before I moved on. So if you have any questions about this game, definitely feel free to ask as I kind of go through it. And wow, Garrison, you really took a beating. So this may look like a very traditional RPG, but like Darkest Dungeon, actually, there is a turn order. And you can actually see that turn order on the far left side of the screen here. So you can actually, I'm sure later on you can actually do things like interrupts and such, which was very important in Darkest Dungeon. But this is presented definitely more of a JRPG style. There we go. And you can even actually get, full health finish. You can get a perfect. You can get all those type of rewards as well. There we go. Actually do... First, actually. That is not the order I was that was not the ability order I was expecting it to be. Deals 20 damage over 4 hits. So basically, the game will always tell you, how much damage you actually will be doing. So I can actually use Cleave here, and it even will tell you the order you'll actually be doing it in. I'm actually just gonna kill that. Kind of like the start of any RPG adventure. The first areas are always going to be easy. I kind of expect this stream to kind of be like... I think it'll take a couple streams before the actual difficulty ramps up. And I hope it does. I really hope it ramps up. Looks like I'm going in full circle here. I will say, I love the animation. Like, it takes its time. Like, one of the criticisms I was reading up about this game was that it goes at a very slow pace, and I could definitely see that. Oh, looks like, well, Garrison didn't level up yet. An imposing door stands surrounded by moss-encrusted ruins. Oh yeah, so this is actually one of the dungeons you can actually go into. For now, I'm just gonna pick all these fights here. And now we know how much health the slime has. So that'll allow you to actually plan your battles a little bit better. I was torn between this and Xanadu, or Xanadu next. But I really want to beat this game before the end of the year. Or at least try to beat it. I know we're kind of cutting it close. It still really sucks that October... really, I wasn't able to stream at all during October. I have a feeling like this was the game I wanted to stream back in October. I'm just doing these fights here just for experience and to get some money. Take a look here. Can actually use Quake Fist, which does 34 damage. We'll use Scatter Shot. That'll actually kill our target. And we'll use Switch Strike. Go. Okay, we fought everyone. Let's go to that campsite. And we can actually heal inside. Which we can actually also take a look at Garrison's dungeon skill, which is Quick Step, a dash that avoids trap damage and adds a massive haste buff to Garrison if he initiates combat with it. Interesting. But for now, though... Oh. Okay, I guess there's a limitation on how many times you can use the dungeon skill. Until... I guess you would have to rest up in the, at the inn. Barricades in the middle of a forest? Someone is here. Yes, we should proceed with caution. You can actually hear the tea kettle. I'm looting your stuff. Looting all your stuff. Camp. Looks like someone was here recently. The smell is certainly fresh. The bandit Grimgear drove off? Ambush. What the? Headed somewhere? Well, let's see here. Let's actually use that. Heal 36. Oh, so that's why it took a while. Consumes up to 40 overcharge, dealing 46 damage and any 2 damage for each overcharge used. Interesting. Let's see how that is. And let's use... Let's use Quake Fist. I haven't seen Quake Fist yet. Okay, that was pretty cool. That wasn't, though. Healing Wave. Rally Strike. And we'll also just take him out. Go. I actually like that as your mana shrinks. So you have a cap, I guess. But that cap can be filled even further with the less mana you have. I guess you just do cleave. Wildfire and Barrier Swing. Letter opener and a bloody letter. The letter he was carrying as a seal. Must be important. What does it say? Hard to tell. It's half smeared in blood. It does say outsiders, which must be us. Also references an outpost. The smith in town may know what it means. Why do I feel like this is gonna get complicated? And because we killed him, let's take the bandit's booty. Cyclone, layered leather vest, and 12 gold. So now that I'm a level 3 here, I can actually equip the items. But every single item offers different stats, which will actually increase or decrease your attack power or defense and such. So you'll actually, every single piece of gear you have will make a huge difference on what you're going to be doing. Let's increase that. Let's equip the Cyclone. And let's also equip the letter opener. But let's not put on the layer vest. I'll keep the normal armor for now. So it's not just like you get better gear. You have to actually... You're going to be building your stats towards the way you want it by the gear you find and collect. Also, I think the... Hang on a second. I'm actually curious about that now. Yeah, actually, even the look of the weapons are different, actually. That's actually a really nice little detail. That's a very nice touch. Don't normally see that with a lot of games.
I believe we found the bandit you chased out of town. In his possession was a letter we were unable to fully decipher.
Alright, let's have a look.
I will say, Grimbeard's voice sounds very familiar, and if that's not, like, dwarfish, I don't know what is. That is, like, to me, the perfect dwarf voice.
Yeah, ink looks fresh. Says something about an ancient weapon.
Anything else?
Outsiders arriving at the island. Likely to, complicate things.
Outsiders? Does that mean us?
Well, it's hard to make out entirely. But it speaks of the Iron Outpost. That can be sure.
What's that? And where is it?
Mightiest military fortification south of the snows. Long abandoned. But bandits have been going in and out a lot lately. Sky's no way. Gate north of town is locked to keep people from wandering that way. Here's the key. Well, you look likely to survive. But just in case, I've got a fine weapon or two for sale here that may come in handy. If the talking turns to fighting. Some others around town have useful wares as well. You might ask around, see what you can find. If they answer your knocks, that is.
So, now that we have the smith unlocked, we can actually buy items from him, and apparently you can also upgrade it. I don't know what that does, actually.
Come on in.
Anytime the Let's Chat, so far they've only had one thing to say. We can go browse our wares, and you can actually get... So there's actually a few different stats here. So stamina, every point of stamina is actually 5 points of health. And then bonus damage, I think that affects your abilities, actually. So you can basically... And there's also, like, your standard, here's a rare weapon, legendary, uncommon, and they might even give a discount as well. So I'm not really going to buy any of these items with the exception of this, the basic blacksmithing book. Teaches one how to refine coast iron, scraps of hide, and rough wool. It includes recipes for basic equipment requiring them. I'm going to buy that. And you can even buy yourself some items as well. Nature's Ring is actually very nice, 8 bonus damage, 12 stamina, but right now we only have 140 gold.
Yeah, I'm still here. Well, that's all.
I don't exactly have much.
Come on in.
So for now, he only has the fishing stuff. They actually give you a fishing pole right off the bat. I don't think we'll be doing much fishing. Just simply because... we won't be doing much fishing because it might actually take some time. I'll debate if I want to do that sort of off-stream or not. Here you're going beyond the North Gate. Maybe you aren't as boring as I thought. Take this flask. It'll bring anyone who's fallen in battle right back up. They are limited, but sure you live long enough to pay me another visit. Mine are revival flasks.
Come in, I suppose.
I really wish this game was fully voice acted, like one way or the other. So for him, we can actually buy the primary elements, which includes recipes for a basic mana flask and a flask of strength. Then I could buy more revival flasks. Actually says how much they are and how many he has in stock. And also apparently... Oh no, actually showing how many we have in stock by mistake. So large bottles, small bottles. We're not gonna buy any of those at the moment.
Finally.
Because I don't really know much about the crafting yet. Actually... Secrets... Nothing. Okay, he's still out to lunch.
Welcome. Yes, stay upright.
So what we can do now, we can actually go and look at our items. We use that. We learn minor mana flask and flask of strength. We can also use basic blacksmithing. Hardened Coast Iron Ring of Shields and Stonecutter. Knockout Gloves. Stonecutter, forged from stone found in abandoned mines. Has a 10% chance on hit to sunder the enemy, increasing their physical damage taken by 50% for 3 turns. And even shows like what you'll actually need. Knockout Gloves. These gloves pack a wallop. 10% chance to stun the enemy for a short time. With toggle details. Okay, it actually shows like weapon damage and such. It's armor. I could actually make that if I wanted. Have materials? Did I just make it? I don't know if I made it. Oh, okay, so it's basically a toggle if you have the materials or not. Gotcha. So I've got trinkets as well. 16 bonus damage, 6 stamina. Wow, this is actually a lot deeper than I thought. Small bottles. And then your crafting ingredients, and then just all items. Actually, really nice. There's your quest log. Find Monica, and Nolan may not be our only trouble. So if you kill enough enemies, use also the bestiary. Once actually completed, you also get perks as well. If you actually destroy a certain amount of enemies of certain types. Which is actually really nice. Shows how much health they have, their high attack power, low physical defense, so you actually know how to fight them. And also what they drop as well. So, Armored Eviscerator. Apparently that has a different set of bonuses. Oh no, it actually just expands, so that shows all the perks. And there's our lore log. Apparently you also get bonuses for completing them, too. And there's fishing. I don't think there was anything else. What was over here? Oh yeah, the well. I forgot about that. Inspecting the well confirms that it's something that it does smell terrible. Strange sounds seem to come from below. Oh, nothing. Inspect strange machine. A flat, round machine sits quietly in the earth. Dust and dirt are spread evenly across its surface. Nothing happens. So, for the most part, I think a good pace for this is we're going to be kind of going through this game more or less as quickly as possible. Since I am streaming it, and we're only going to be doing it for 2 hours a night, it's not going to give us a lot of time to really stop and go, like, grind for gear or anything like that. Let's see. And I totally did that in the wrong order. Really, that wasn't an overkill. So, one thing you might notice, actually, because of the way the combat system is actually shown here, the better items you have, which are also actually physically shown, which is actually really nice. That's actually, I just noticed Calibretto's gigantic gun. Same thing with the sword. The sword's also different, too. Yeah, I like, for some reason, the art style does sort of remind me of Darksiders. That's one thing I really actually, kind of like about this. What was that? Cannon fire! There's a cannon emplacement on the ridge to the east. We cannot go any further. The risk is too great. Alright, well, I guess we're not... Oh, wait. Hello? What's this? Check the gates. The sturdy door is locked for us and hills can be seen beyond. We'll primarily stick to the beaten path of where the game tells us where we should be going. I won't be doing much off the road exploring. Because this is a game I think, honestly, so far, I'm actually enjoying it. Oh. I find the map system, though, be a little odd, honestly. It looks beautiful, though. Like, it is actually like a comic book. You can even actually move it around. Joe Materaria did the art for both. Yeah, I know, Mac the Shark G. Also, how's it going, man? How are you doing tonight? That was actually one of the reasons why, this game caught my interest. I never read the comic. I just saw issue 0, basically the promotion for Battle Chasers, because of Wizard Magazine. And it was because of that I actually... Combo? What's combo? This is new ground for me now. That was basically as far as I got originally. Let's just kill the slime here. Since he's in stealth. Can't exactly do anything about it, but we can kill him. And we can just parry right now. Nope, she goes for him. Oh, he did the art for Darksiders. That explains that actually explains everything. I'm sorry, I thought when you said that, I thought you meant, like he did the art, like for just this game. But it makes sense, actually, now it does. Like the sword. Totally reminds me of it. Wave complete. Ah, so that's how they do it. Interesting. I was always gonna wonder how they actually did, like, handle multiple. I really should probably use my defensive abilities now. But I'm not going to. Actually... yeah, let's Barrier Swing. Deals 25 damage, converting 75% of the damage into a damage shield. Applied to the most damaged hero at the time. Oh. Oh, too late. I didn't actually take a look. Abilities, Cleave, Rally Strike. Rally Strike. Now the game's starting to get a little more tactical in its combat. Also, really should have. Let's see. What's his new ability here? Fires 8 shots, hitting random targets for 7 damage each for a total of 58 damage done. Interesting. That's his turn. So he's basically going next no matter what. Yeah, I have the mana. Actually, no, let's do Nature's Boon. You want this game? Well, hopefully it'll go on sale again during the winter season. I've already used all of her overcharge. Yep, I countered all of the damage. And let's use a little mana here. Gully. Just punch. I probably should have done defensive shield. And let's take the other. That's interesting, having combat being done in waves. Because I know Airship Syndicate, the developers of this game, worked really close with Red Hook, the developers who did the ruins just off the road here. They look military. They must be one of the old iron outposts, old way stations. Means the outpost is nearby. Should we search it? Doesn't seem like the highest priority. So we can actually enter in areas here. Exploration area, abandoned way station. Yeah, so I guess if you want to rest at the inn. The gate grins at you wirily, appearing to wink with its one smoky eye. Is that thing looking at us? With only one eye? There's no obvious way to open it. Like some sort of riddle. Whatever the case, we can't open it now. We'll have to come back. Let's see, what is up? Okay, just quick consumables. Lieutenant Crusher? Looking for trouble? Wow, 200 HP already. That's... that's really high. Let's just kill the slime first. Okay, he's a pugilist. Let's see. Go for Nature's Boon. rally strike. Oh, he hits like a truck. Ooh, that is nasty. I am so healing this stuff right now. Hey, I like monks in games, honestly. Like, I just like punching things. Warblade consumes up to 40 overcharge healing. I don't want to try what that does, actually, so let's actually build that up. Sunder. Let's see. And one more. Oh good, he's bleeding now. Abilities. Horn. Like, if there's any opportunity to play a monk in a game, I usually take it. He actually has a shield. Oh, that's... I have healed the wrong person. Mana Capsule. Increases attack power by 50% and haste by 25 for the rest of the fight. Bleeding, 6 piercing damage each tick, and increased physical damage. Warblade! And we need to heal you. Or he could get knocked out. Alright. Well, that sucked. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Mark Shark. Mark the Shark G. Oh, it's one of those. It heals the person. Yeah, it's gonna be completely useless to keep him up. Because he has haste. Alright, fine. Fine. If you're gonna be like that, it's gonna be like that. I've never really played D&D, Mark. Sorry to say. Just finish him off. Oh, good. He actually does get experience, though. Host of iron ring blades, knockout gloves, scraps of hide. The people on this island are strangely cryptic. He was here looking for something. If we don't find Monica and Nolan soon, we're gonna get dragged into it. That does seem likely. Yeah, it does. Let's find them. Okay, good. So he doesn't stay knocked down at the end of a fight. That's good. It's actually really good. Because, well, at least I know what I'm getting into now. Cast iron ore. First things first. Attack power plus 24. Yes, please. Was there anything else? No. It's a starting weapon. Wait, there had to be something else. Hang on a second. I just want... Yeah, you got a ring. Bonus damage. Yeah, let's put that on Garrison. He seems to be the one who's gonna take the abuse. But no, I'm not huge in D&D. If you're looking for people who are really into D&D and are really good at it, I would check out Mecha GM's channel. And also, Big Bad Wolf. That's WOULFE. They know their stuff when it comes to Dungeons & Dragons. Also, interesting how these slimes actually have become a lot stronger. Just finish it off. I'm actually surprised they went in the direction of like having the items. I want to actually see something real quick here. Let's see here, unequip item. You know what I really would have been really good? And this is like a purely cosmetic thing. Because obviously it's really awesome that they really took the time to make custom graphics for all the weapons and such. I would think it would also be pretty cool to like have, because you know what you have equipped as the player. But it would also be pretty cool to actually have it be set up so like you are always wearing basically what the comic book characters have equipped. Oh, that's also a really nice touch as well. Do 3D modeling. That's actually a really nice touch. Yeah, the mech like Calibretto totally looks like he could actually be in Darksiders. I'd be surprised actually if he wasn't. One moss-covered artifact shard. It's a piece of metal. Very strange. It's an artifact shard. It being here is a bad sign. Didn't Grimbeard say something about an artifact at the Iron Outpost? Yes, this really does get worse and worse. The bandit nearby. Is he looking for this? Probably. But it's useless outside of a collection now, I hope. Let's get back to the road. Ooh. Okay, I have to try the fishing. Just cause I've never done it before. Fishing! Fishing is a fun, relaxing activity. It can also bring its own special rewards. Just make sure you have a good rod and lure equipped from the fishing section of your compendium. Walk up to the edge of the water and cast your line. Once you have a fish on your hook, pull your rod in the opposite direction the fish is swimming in to reel it in. Be careful not to pull in the wrong direction or you may break the line. And I do the thing. Okay. Mr. Krabby, a common crab found along the coast. Can you reel it? Aw, you can't like reel it in or anything like that. I'm sorry, one of my favorite fishing games ever is, oh, okay. Is Breath of Fire, actually. The many-tentacled shell. Only the bravest fishermen dare to look inside this monstrosity shell. Right, Cthulhu. It's actually very responsive. Scooter! A scrapped early test prototype to create sea-based infiltration mechs. Oh, no! You're coming with me. Bubbles! The frightening vast abyss below the surface of the open ocean caused this young shark to seek shallower water where you were waiting to catch her. So Gully's hands and fingers are that big? No, it's just the gauntlets. So the gauntlets, if you've never read Battle Chasers, like me, the game does a great job giving a description here. So if anything, we'll actually... let's see. How can we leave fishing? Is this how we leave fishing? How do we leave fishing? How do we leave fishing? There we go. How do we leave fishing? No. No, that's not it. Okay, you just walk out. Okay, you just walk away. I'm too busy pressing buttons. So the game actually does a great job at actually explaining each character's biography. Like, when you start the game, it'll actually tell you what their character, like, the whole plot of the story thus far. And why you're going to this, island, Crescent Island. So Gully has been has long been on a quest to find her missing father, Aramis, Her most prized possession is a pair of gauntlets he left behind, which he used to fearsome effect on the field of battle. They give her incredible power, but also put her in great danger. She's not the only one who knows of their power. So, those gauntlets, think of basically giving a little girl the power to physically lift mountains. That is what those gauntlets do. They are basically like Legend of Zelda, the Titans myth. They are, think of, it's basically your de facto, here are some really badass gloves that make you super strong. And it's really amazing. And that's kind of basically the centerfold around, from my knowledge of what Battle Chasers is. From that, comic number 0, and what this game describes the importance of it. Because basically every single character here joins Gully on her adventure to find her father, and each character would either have some sort of relation to Aramis or some reason. I know, that is badass. They can even go with the other one, so here, let's Garrison here. A legendary warrior and fallen paladin turned sellsword. Once loyal to the missing hero Aramis, Garrison struggles to escape his own violent past. He's now drawn back into conflict by a sense of duty, seeking redemption for past sins in the defense of Aramis' daughter, Gully, on her many adventures. So that's Garrison's reason for actually joining. And then here we have Calibretto, an ancient war golem built for battle. Calibretto developed his own sentience and, in the process, befriended the wise wizard Nolan, who saved him from persecution. Though a kind and nurturing protecto, Bretto commands an arsenal of destructive firepower capable of quickly handling any threat to himself or his allies. I just like the setup. It's really nice. And also, let's figure out what the heck that other item did. Or what the heck that other item is, if we have it in our inventory. Quest item. Moss-covered artifact shard. Still resonates with the power it once held. Okay. So that's a, brief summary of this game and the characters. I really wish I actually knew more about this game. No, not just about the game, I mean, of the comic series, but it's I'm kind of glad this is my first exposure to it. Oddly enough. Just simply because I like video games, and I was never able to really sit down and go through the comics and such. Hey, a forest loop. Forest loop. Bonus damage and haste. Interesting. 128, 96, 100. Probably shouldn't put all my eggs in one basket. I think who would actually be the best to equip that. This platform. Did we not see a similar looking device on the outskirts of harm's way? Seems useless. I kind of find it funny how she's actually equipped with gauntlets or boxing gloves. There we go. Deal on damage. And that mitigated all of that damage, which is really nice. The combat may not be, or feel as in-depth as Darkest Dungeon, but it definitely has that level, where if you actually are really good at it, I'm trying to think of it why that is. I think the reason why it may feel like it has less complexity is because of the mana system. Like, the overcharge system's a nice idea. It's actually a great idea, because you can actually build up your resources. So, like, I can actually probably just jab this thing. And I like the abilities that are being revealed so far. Like, that's an awesome ability there. The, you know, heal on taking damage. So I can actually heal 4 times each time damage is received. And that'll basically allow me to do damage without having to actually, without actually having to do much. And also that your abilities here are also based on time. So there's like, it has a different level of depth than Darkest Dungeon. And the only reason I make that comparison is because Airship Syndicate actually worked very closely with Red Hook during their development of Darkest Dungeon, which I found out because... Which I found out through, I'm sorry, we are technically going so far off the beaten path here. Probably shouldn't. Probably will get me killed. Actually, yeah, so we're gonna go this way. And you're done. But because they work so close together, and I see the different, like, I see the advantages and stuff. Like, it definitely is a slower-paced, RPG, though, because of it. Flint? What the heck's flint? Flint. Used on tinder to create torch fire. Interesting. Ooh, bandit rogue. Nope, haven't killed enough of them yet. That's actually even nice. You can actually go take a look at the models as well. How much time? You know what? I'm sorry, we have to do it. I promised we wouldn't go too far off the beaten path, but I'm a sucker for this stuff. I don't know how you guys are with RPGs, but I'm always a sucker for that sort of thing. Did I just kill these guys? One hit wonder. So there is actually a reward for that. I don't think he has enough damage to kill it. Nope, he doesn't. That's a shame. Oh, there's so much for the perfect. Part of me honestly currently wants to just kind of build towards, doing damage. The arena. Lyco. I like his look. By the swords, do we have new challengers in the arena? Arena? This is a bloodsport ring? Of course it is. This is Tulkas Arena. Most arenas died with the old ways. How does it still exist? Nice stream. You go to bed? Alright, you have yourself a good night, Mark the Shark G. Have yourself a good one. Have yourself a wonderful week. And... I just realized by looking at the chat there, for a second my bitrate just plummeted. This game style is very nice. Yeah, I love it, honestly. Like, I don't know why. Like, I heard so much bad press about Darksiders 2. I didn't sit down and play Darksiders 2. Probably should pick up that game and go through it, but I heard it was, like, more so open world that I don't really like a lot of open world games, and it made things, like, more RPG-ish. What I really wanted from a Darksiders 2 was... Here's what I really wanted from Darksiders 2. I wanted another Legend of Zelda. Because that's what Darksiders 1 was, and that did it really well. And I really enjoyed playing that game. It actually made me buy... You know, I bought the original when it came out originally, went through it on all difficulties, 100% completed the game, all achievements and everything. And then when the next one came out, the remastered edition by THQ Nordic, I bought that as well, and I went through it all again. And yes, I even did the really repetitive stuff, like ride your mount for a ridiculous amount of kilometers, where you basically had to put like a rock on your controller and have your horse do circles for like 5 hours. You literally had to do that. It wasn't a great achievement, honestly. It was a terrible achievement to get, but I got it. I did it. This game style is very nice. Yeah, I love Joe Madureia's art style. It's really nice. It really stands out. And it's just really striking to the mind. That actually might have been the passive reason why I became attracted to Darksiders, was if he did the art for that game, it really explains why. But seeing like his own creation though, Battle Chasers here, because that was one thing that just made me turn my head at TwitchCon 2016 and actually try it. To try their game. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I got to meet the guys at Power Up Audio. That I got to... I actually also got to try Tooth and Tail as well while I was at TwitchCon 2016. And I got to talk to the other guys at Power Up Audio. But like, if you're an audio engineer or you want to get into like the game industry or get into audio, there would definitely be a group of people I would go out of my way to get to know. Because I even like the music. It's a very nice, tranquil music. I should probably actually turn the audio up for this game because it's very, very quiet. And no one has been able to stop me. I am the master of games, Lyco. Here you are challenged to fell as many opponents as possible before the sands of the hourglass have fallen. For those who survive, I offer rewards and acknowledgements. What kind of rewards? Ah, you're getting ahead of yourself. Not only are you new to the island, but your skills need sharpening. This I can tell. There are no simple challenges in this arena. I believe you are unaware of our past. Be that as it may, War Golem, you must spend more time in our land before you gain entry. You can speak to the Beastmaster Raha. She has a temper, but can help you find prey that will sharpen your swords. You and the Beastmaster appear related. Yes, very interesting. Now I must bid you farewell. I hope to see you back again. Interesting. But like, each character's design that's made is really, really nice. Oop. Oh, that kind of looked like I could go in there. That's why I was like trying to go upward. Oof. One hit wonder. Or not one hit wonder, but an overkill bonus. I actually like that. Like, you gain experience on like doing things like double kill or like an overkill and such. Or a one hit wonder. That's actually really awesome. Okay, those are just grade markers. Did I? Yeah, I already went this way. Okay. I guess we're going in our first dungeon. The Iron Outpost. Though in ruins, the former scale of this mighty fortress is evident. Nature has begun reclaiming the old stone, and the smell of moss weaves with the salted breeze swirling around the entrance. Now, crawling with bandits, it's time to figure out what power is drawing looters and criminals in the ancient site. Challenge! Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Well, that's an interesting thing. Normal, hard, or legendary. Well, it's good to know this game will have difficulty. I think for now, though, since we're literally fresh, we'll just do it on normal. Okay, that's a pretty badass mace. Or flail. Or whatever you want to call it. A bold engraving is set at the base of the statue. Here, the Watcher vigil over the iron outpost, with warning for those who enter: tread lightly. Interesting.
This is the Iron Outpost.
It's well lit for an abandoned outpost.
Our approach hasn't been subtle. We should be prepared for resistance inside.
When are we not prepared?
This is actually looking very familiar. Drink from the Shrine of Experience. Yeah, sure. You gain more experience from combat. Alright. Oh, I see. Okay, so I guess the icons above them are chains. Interesting. You have 43 damage. Huh. Let's see, 20 damage. War Machine. Let's try... Let's just use Nature's Boon. You... Okay, you can actually kill it, so let's just kill this better. Or not, what the heck happened? Oh, Gully's taking a beat. Abilities, Rally Strike. Really should actually build up his overcharge before I try and heals more. I'll at least minimize. Let's minimize damage. 73, holy crap. Well, at least we know where the difficulty now comes from. Maybe I should start playing a little more defensive game. I wish protection. Does he have it? He can heal, but that's about it. Well, actually, here, I'll do this. We can actually use Warblade. We'll probably go first, yep. Not close to leveling up, though. A minor healing flask, a well handle. What's this? Money! Ooh, Nature's Touch. What's this do? More health. That would be very useful. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Like I said, navigating around this menu is kinda clunky. Oh, here, I can just make him a tank. Actually, no, we shouldn't. Here. Him have it. Bonus damage. And give him that. There we go. I'm happy with that. So what's this do? Explore the Iron Outpost. Oh, that actually shows, I guess, the map? Yeah, that shows the map. Ooh, what's this? Handwritten Spoils War General returns. What? Wait, what? Why is there 2 of them? That's a little weird. Why would the game have 2 of the same parchment? Yes, so I guess it has a kind of Kingdom Hearts sort of deal here. I can actually just quick. Yeah, I guess it has a sorry, I'm like moderating for Tom Fox, like he does. He's been going through Kingdom Hearts. Actually, he's going through Kingdom Hearts 2 right now. Spoils of War, 4 out of 4. Handwritten journal entries scrawled on parchment. The general is a man of glory, truth be told. I, like the others, feel drawn into the wake of his power as he strides by. Ravenheart slapped me this morning, saying it was just the armor to keep my distance from him. It says that Xavier has lost his way. Ravenheart is a fool. Why can brothers never get along? Or brothers never get along? His jealousy is transparent. The general went to battle a man and returned as more than that. It's blasphemy to suggest so. But he's like the entry becomes incoherent. Interesting. You hear scratching from a nearby sarcophagus. Oh, well that's just lovely. Hang on a second, would you? Let me explore this a little bit. Probably actually should do this though. There we go. That's a heal. Alright, let's go and die horribly. Your scratching and shuffling sounds intermittently from the sarcophagus. Ask if anyone is there. A weak voice whispers. Hello? Is someone out there? Please help me. There's been a terrible mistake. Who are you? I'm a man of opportunity. Some people prefer the term bandit. But that seems so negative. My buddies and I were drinking last night and things got carried away. Know what I mean? Go on. I just need a teensy tiny favor. You see that rune on the lid? I just need you to, you know, chant a few unholy verses, light an unholy candle or two, and then boom, I'm free. How did my buddies get a hold of an unholy warrior seal? Beats me. These guys are crazy. Seems like you might be undead. I don't know how to prove to you that I'm that to you at the moment. I promise I'm very much alive and not undead. I'm a little shocked you think that, to be honest. That's not helping. The voice coming from the sarcophagus suddenly takes a darker, more menacing tone. I'm afraid you have no idea what forces you are messing with here, but I'll ask kindly one more time. Are you going to help, or shall I find another way to resolve it? What's in it for us? I believe the time for bargaining has passed, friend. Fine, I'll help you. That's more like it. Now we're going to need a drop of blood. Now repeat as it says. Okay. Words from an ancient language roll unexpectedly off your tongue. You expect something impressive to happen. Instead, you hear a gasp that sounds like a person taking his or her first breath after being underwater for an extraordinary amount of time. Wind swirls unnaturally through the surrounding trees, and you hear the sound of laughter echoing in the distance. Then there's just silence. Off is eerily quiet now. Well, that was probably a bad thing I did, but we shall see. I have no idea what this motivator does, but let's punch it. Actually, I can find out what it is. Shrine of Experience. Increases experience acquired in combat by 25%. Okay, Bladed Shield. Ah, just not enough. I will say, though, they definitely made sure, like, you feel... Like, this isn't, like, taking 10 damage or anything like this. This is going, full bore. Probably be helpful if I actually had better armor, though. They definitely made sure, like, you don't get a lot of money. I also noticed that the slimes also apparently have levels, too. You really have to actually be really smart about this in this game, on how you distribute your stats. Let's see. Uh-huh. Well, that's a thing. Okay. That was not good. So you can be attacked during dungeon exploration. Holy crap. Okay, a lesson has been learned here today. But the thing that does make this great, though, is the combat system's really in-depth, is that even when you're really out of mana and out of resources, and, like, say you don't have potions and such, you can actually, what's this do? Ah, it actually allows you to build stuff. Oh, if you don't have the materials, you can take a risk and build it. Interesting. Very interesting. So if you do have all the materials, like, you could build it, no problem. But if you don't, you can take a chance and build it. That's really cool. And you can also apparently craft refined stuff as well. 5 out of 5, so I have 9, 3, and 76. How much to make that? Faint condensed mana? Can't really make anything aside from this ring of blades. Everyone has a ring, though, right now. Kind of okay with that. Force loop, bonus damage, and haste. Ooh, what's this? Ah. So basically, when you're in dungeons, you can basically fill all this stuff. Bonus damage and stamina. So... Or can you just... Oh! That's a little weird. Wait, so you just need, like... Oh! That's... Huh. Okay. Wow, this is actually really in-depth for crafting. So you can actually up the ingredients. So basically, if you have all the items, you're fine. I literally could do... Okay, I'll have to put in something. So I use 2 common parts here. I could basically have a 1% chance of making this. I doubt it'll work, but hey. Failure. So, there you go. Wasted 2 pieces there. That's actually really cool. That is really well, that is really smart. That is really, really smart. Spoils War, the armor. A handwritten journal entry scrawled on parchment. I finally ran into General Xavier myself today. After all the chatter about his change since returning from the front, I was convinced it was blown out of proportion. Now, I'm not sure it was taken seriously enough. He returned in new armor. I hesitate to call it armor because it felt like something more than that. The way it's shown even in the dim torchlight of the outpost's lower halls was unnatural. I'd say it was made, it made my head hurt in some way. That was probably the hangover. Probably. You found the dungeon map. Dungeon map? Iron Outpost. Oh, okay, there's a dungeon log. How to read map? A way to read maps? Oh? Okay. The Watcher. Here, the Watcher keeps vigil over the Iron Outpost, warning of those who would enter. Tread lightly. Spoils of War. Other grunts have been talking up the General since his return, yammering about how he's different. I haven't seen him myself yet, but I don't know what I do. What real wars do to a man, given time. I've seen some action here, but it's always been safe by comparison. The Iron Outpost has gotten so built up over the years that even if someone did breach the outer walls, they'd get lost inside. Hell, it never seems the same twice to me. And I've been here for a decade. Maybe it's just the madness settling in. Still, I can't believe Xavier for being different. He is. After what he's likely been through. Regardless, I don't plan to find out personally. I'll keep my distance. And we also got the prismatic flask because we completed it. Huzzah. Quest complete. Oh, okay. Let's say, like, how do... On the Shrine of Strength. Oh, cool. You can hold the left trigger and actually see that your attack power goes up. Oh, hello! Wait, can it seriously do what I think it's doing? Yeah, it actually did damage to the bat. That's actually really cool. I do agree, though, a lot of critics say this is a very slow-paced RPG. So this parry does reduce all damage taken by 40% next turn. If attacked while active, Garrison's attack power will increase by 5% for 1 turn. Interesting. I can actually cleave. 34... Oh, not killing that thing, that's for certain. Okay, so he's not a boss enemy then. Kill an ally for 107 now. Abilities, protection. Keep you at full health. This is gonna be a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Hello, traps. Ooh, hello, items that I didn't know was there. Hello? Not get hit by that. Parts, some money. Iron. A green tattered book on the shelf catches your eye. What do you do? Dust off the cover. The book has a beautiful couple drawn on it. Okay, just a smiley face drawn on it. Pushing the book does nothing. What did the book ever do to you? Title sees War Seekers Volume 1. You hear something grinding in the distance. Tapping it does nothing. What do you think it would do? Hearts. Chests. How to cook an adventurer. Nearby gate opens. Tap it. I thought tapping would solve all my problems. About as close as I get to books these days, despite being buried in them. Ghost Iron Ring of Blades. What does that do? Oh, it's another one of these. Bonus damage and stamina. Ooh, wait, bonus damage and stamina? Ooh, how much is that? Actually, just more. Does... So, force loop, and yeah, you can have that. Ah, there we go. So R3 will bring up the map. I was wondering what button would do what. Alright, you one-hit wonder. That was brutal. Oh, that was really bad. That was really, really bad. I might need better gear. Also, should probably get one more fight too. Yeah. There you go. Bandit reports. 3 of 4. Slight exaggeration. Boss, got a problem. An airship got past the patrol. Made it almost to the shore. But I can explain. It was a fast pilot. It was fast. Pilot was good. We had the light armada on him, But this wizard, he shot lightning out of his eyes. Took half of the fleet out in one whiff. We got on board, but one of them cut up about 50 of our men by himself. There was this kid. But with these glowing gauntlets, had strength like we couldn't figure. She punched one of our ships out of the sky by herself. We hit her square at the guns, and she just stood there smiling. We took their ship down over the western shore, but you couldn't find no sign of them. Sure they're dead, yeah? The fall was impossible. We'll keep an eye out. Please don't send one of the freaky bone men to whoop the guys again. Bye, Givens. Anything else? Nope, doesn't look like it. So L3 brings up the map. So interesting. Oh, whoops! I didn't go through everything. Open the door up. Let's go. Probably should be. I should probably use my abilities. The slime chomper, since I know what that does. There we go. If only I could figure out, like, what these enemies do exactly. Like, that's the one thing I've got to start figuring out. Either way, though, we're gonna get a full heal from this, thankfully. Not the most opportune time. Unlock Swift Cleanse. Unlock Taunt. Unlock Sting. Scraps of hide. Standard reports. More intruders. 2 more ships. Boss, 2 more ships. This time from the south. 1 boat, 1 airship. Boat sank fast enough. The airship got away. Weren't our fault. It was faster than we've seen before. Big damage, though. Not more than a few sorry souls fall overboard during the scuffle. Didn't bother fetching them. They were shark bait after that tumble. But yeah, it got away. Might get more company around here soon. Assuming the ship can make it more than a few clicks before the engine gives out. Won't happen again. Givens. Okay, so you can actually teleport. It's actually really useful. I'm curious, though. It felt like I missed a treasure chest, though. And reports. We'll take care of it. Hey, boss. So, we've got a few problems. First, at least a few of the crew from the ship we took out are still alive and kicking. The wreckage was on Talon Beach, but no bodies. Jim says he's seen what looks like some of them cutting through patrols on the road. We've sent Vok to harm's way, seeing if they were hiding there. The meatball Grimgear tossed him out by his hair. Haven't heard from him yet. Oh, I swore for a crazy second I saw their wizard on the deck of our ship. As soon as I seen him, he was gone. Also, one of the ships we shot down recently was our message skiff. So you probably ain't getting these anyway. Our bad. Well, at least you're honest, Givens. At least you're honest. Is that what I... Love the eyes in the tree. Uh-oh. Hold there. We'll go no further. It can end here if you tell us where our friends are. Dead, certainly. If not, they will be, after we kill you. You shouldn't have come here, outsiders. Bring it on. Okay. Take out the banded warden then. Ooh. Swift cleanse. Remove 2 debuffs from a single ally. And there goes your stealth. Okay, we're losing HP. Okay, also a crit. Huh. If sundered or bleeding, the enemy takes additional damage. Just punch you. This should kill you. Yeah. I should take out the rogue, since he actually already has damage. Actually do cleanse. Gets rid of the poison. Healing embrace, we actually heal more. I really like this game and its combat. Oh, and knocked out. That was probably a waste of mana, actually, I realize. He's dead. I shudder what this would actually, going through this dungeon would be like on hard. And we also got some new armor. Ah. Offers basic okay, it's actually the same, but of a higher quality. Okay, well, let's put on that on, because it's purple. Anything over here? Oh. So, we can go left or right. Oh, that's the downside I don't like about dungeons that do this. Just want to explore everything. Make me explore everything for the better. I do like that, though, that you can actually make your own gear and such. But, like, you have a % chance of it. I probably should also be using the, this more. Let's see. Abilities. Nation Boon. Jab. Let's see. Normal attacks. Ooh, that hurts like a mother. You really feel the beating. This actually will increase the damage he'll have taken. Like, the one thing that's really cool about this game is basically you do, like, preventative damage. 6 damage. I don't even know how much health he has, unfortunately. 20 mana. I'm gonna guess he dies. If not, I can just cleave. to cleave. Okay. I do somewhat think the shield health could be better explained somehow. Okay. That really did a lot of damage. At the cost of no mana. Uh-oh. Oh, that sucks. So you get to attack and do that. Knock you out. Oh, that poison actually hurts. Not even gonna live. I was afraid of that. Something tells me I really should start being more defensive. Like, the one downside is just trying to figure out who's going to attack who in your party. Thief or king? The Sun King Quinn had a very long reign. Every known land was his domain. His vaults of gold coins were filled to the brim, yet when he died, he couldn't take any with him. The words, "by four-fingered Quinn," appeared faintly at the bottom of the note, as if erased by the author. Impenetrable. 104, no communication. Journal entry 1024. My unit is being sent to the fortress. It's been 6 weeks since we last had communication with the skeleton crew there, and we are tasked with uncovering why. Merrick thinks it's a waste of time. The moment the last drop of mana dried up, so too did King Vancellar's interest in the fortress, he says. Why else would the king recall so many of the men stationed there? Regardless, we must determine what went wrong. A Kickstarter lore master entry. Ah, come on. An oddly glowing pool pulses with dark energy. You make out faint glimmers of some sort of treasure in the middle of it. Inspect the pool. Notice that some corrupt dark energy periodically expands and retracts, though it follows a predictable pattern, it still makes you feel uneasy. Grab it! As you reach for the treasure, your hand burns and you are forced to retract it. Oh. Is it... Oh, don't tell me it's like a... Yep, it's a timing thing. Definitely you snag the treasure. Yep, it's a time... That's actually kind of cool. Wait, what else can you do with it? You've already gotten the treasure from this pool. There's nothing more for you to do here. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Oh, I see. That now we can actually know what it's doing. That's actually really cool. Okay, so basically by going through the bestiary, you actually will find out like what your enemies are going to do. Fast. Actually heal yourself. Taunt. Draw the next 3 attacks to Gully, reducing the damage of each by 10%. Generates 5 overcharge. That's actually really cool. Sting deals 12 damage and generates 20 overcharge. Applies a bleed, dealing 21 damage over 3 turns. Stacks 3 times. That's actually really nice. Though I think, given the situation, let's just... Like a very methodical RPG you have to go through with this. Alright, yeah, that's actually only... Wait, is there a compass? Like 3 more heals? Okay. I should probably be stunning these guys, honestly. Okay. So now I have a reason to heal her. And she's taunting. Actually got her defend. You should reduce the damage. Now I have a little more control over things. This is actually what I'm liking. A lot more now. Oh. Cost me mana, but... Let's see, for 96... And that will... What will this do? Protection... Nothing's gonna happen with him. Harry. Go. It's definitely it definitely now is slowly forming into a Darkest Dungeon style combat where you have to actually think. Because while you could just spend all of your mana busting everything up, this is not like feel free to attack sort of deal. That should hopefully have her reduce all the damage. Barrier swing. Rally strike. And we can do a good punch. Oh, right, the taunt was for 3 attacks. Well, she now has a damage shield, so that's that. Okay. we minimize the damage on that. Poison. And I wouldn't get there, would it? Nah, I wouldn't. I would definitely start putting up emphasis on getting your getting meta potions. Another coast ring of iron blades. Game's definitely not shy about giving us items. History of the Iron Outpost, a 4 of 4. The passage appears to be from an old textbook. Decades after its construction, the final order was given to abandon the Iron Outpost completely. Remaining mana on the island was so scarce that no major operation could be viably sustained. The conflicts that Vancelor was dealing with elsewhere became full-blown wars, relegating the once critical island to obscurity. As military forces withdrew, the original inhabitants were left to fend for themselves, often contesting with criminal forces hoping to uncover and extract any remaining sources of mana no matter the cost. As this happened, major communication lines with the people were essentially cut off, creating an air of mystery that currently defines the land. Interesting. Ah. Fun. Okay, well, we know how that goes, so let's not worry about that then. We'll complete this dungeon. I know we're already way over time, but still. Like, we're kind of on a roll, and I'm enjoying this. Oh, hello. An exotic plant blooms elegantly among the rubble, unlike any you have seen. Looks like you could take an assortment of petals, leaves, and fruit from it. Do you wish to remove them? Sure. Leaf. History of the Iron Outpost, 1 of 4. When the Dark One fell, the Veil knew peace for a short while. Few felt any reason to revisit after Varus was defeated, for nothing of value was known to exist anywhere on the island. That all changed abruptly when the mana wells were discovered. King Vancelor, still young in his years, realized the importance of the discovery and quickly sent an detachment of his best troops to the island. Their mission was to begin construction of a coastal outpost that would serve as the Vancelor's main stake of claim onto the new frontier. The work was slow at first, as wildlife, some fed by mana, harassed workers and caused delays. Once the first and most basic walls were complete, the outpost soon became operational. Okay. Arcane Sick? Increases magic damage taken by 10%, increases Okay, that's actually really bad. Oh. Get rid of this motivator then. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I see the tempo they want you to try and do, at least, though. sickness again. And what she can actually do now to herself. Do a barrier swing, since I know she has the lowest health. Oh, that's gonna hurt him. Maybe I should emphasize more defense than damage output. Oh, it actually went to... Oh, because, like... Right, because she took damage. It's all enemies dealing 43 damage. Interesting. Ooh, that's not good. Like, if I could figure out who's attacking who, then maybe I could actually have a chance. I kind of wish taunt and defend were the same. Kill him, is it? No, 6. Overcharge. Lose some health. It's a weird tempo I have to learn how to do. Like, soon you'll be able to just simply overpower things, but... If I want to heal, I need to actually do this. Okay, now I can finish it off. Beast perk unlocked, Tank Buster. And also got a Steven achievement. Ooh, armor. That's a positive. Wait, does that actually outright change? Hang on a second. Okay, that's level 1. Kind of hard to tell, honestly. History of the Iron Outpost, 2 of 4. History of the Iron Outpost, growth. Shortly after the outpost was complete, the true scale of the mana reserves on the island became evident. Vancelor knew a small outpost would need to grow into a full garrison if valuable operation was to be adequately protected. Though the name never changed, the Iron Outpost became a massive port of military operations in the area. The halls became vast and winding, taking shape around the nearby foothills, often burrowing through them. The number of soldiers stationed there grew exponentially, and the influence of their population soon became evident elsewhere on the island, as new towns and camps cropped up throughout. The indigenous population was small and still weak from their struggle with Varus, offering little resistance to the change. That's unfortunate. They were a conquered people. Ooh. Bone experiment results. Tried a femur with everything, and no results. Humerus did not work with any fruit or leaves. Flora experiment results. Definitely not petals, not petals. Definitely not petals. Fruit didn't work with a skull either, but didn't try others with it. Femur with everything, no results. Humerus not work. Ah, maybe it has something to do with the plant parts. Pile of bones lay precariously on the ground. Among them are a femur, a humerus, and a skull. It looked like they've been treated with something that makes them only useful for alchemy. Sure. You find a small alchemy station. Someone was using it recently as there are ingredients scattered about. What do you do? Read the notes. Find 3 entries that are eligible or legible. Which do you read? Day 3. The new assistant is quite irritating. I've been sending him on collection tasks just to keep him from hearing his obnoxious singing. Seriously, who sings to themselves that much when they're working? I doubt he has the faculties for real alchemy. Day 5. Good news. The new assistant is gone. Bad news. The concoction didn't work. I tried using a humerus combined with a pedal. Unsure about the mix. I gave it to my assistant. He promptly fell over dead. At least the singing has stopped. Okay, humerus and pedal don't work. Exhausted, tried almost everything, but I think I've got the base working fine. I have enough for 2 batches, but hopefully I'll only need 1. I'm going to try using a femur from the local wildlife combined with a fruit. I'm guessing that'll work. Here goes, hopefully something. The rest of the journal is seared and unreadable. Inspect the table. This appears to be an alchemy workstation, designed to make something very specific. You notice an incomplete ingredient list that requires both a plant and a bone part. There are scorched flower petals scattered on the table. Let's leave for a second. So... definitely not petals. I kind of want to write all this down here. So, not petals. Fruit and skull don't work, okay. And a femur with everything don't work, and everything with no results. Humerus didn't work with any fruit or leaves. Okay. So... hang on a sec. I need to actually write this down. I need to write this down, don't I? Definitely not petals, not petals, definitely not petals. So, skull. So, skull and fruit? No, skull didn't work with the fruit. This is the mindset, people. Or this is the thinking process. The slow ticking of one's brain, looking for results. Oh. That doesn't make sense then. The petals don't work with anything, neither did skull. Oh wait, skull either, but didn't try others with it. Guess they mean the fruit. So, what? Humerus didn't work with the fruit or leaves, so humerus would work with the petals? No, not the petals, actually. What did the journal entry say? Let me read this again. Day 6. Use a femur and a fruit. And that killed him. But not a femur and a fruit. And a skull and a fruit. So what? Carefully lower the bone into the mixture, but nothing happens. Suddenly the mixture bubbles and lets out from orange to black, rumbles and lets out a belch. It stops bubbling and turns blue. It smells sort of like soap now. You take part planned of the mixture and cautiously, with delicate precision you lay on top of the mixture. Nothing appears to happen. The plant part falls to the bottom of the mixture and dissolves, changing its color several times. You take a potion, drink it, and it tastes terrible. Murky. What? This concoction is constantly swirling and bubbling. You aren't sure what it will do if used. Okay. That healed and did poison. Good job. Good job. Oh, deals I don't suppose I can use abilities here, can I? Well, that's gonna hurt. Alright, we need to actually figure this out here. Can I actually create another potion? Judging by the ingredient list, you'd need a specific bone and plant before you can make anything. Aw, don't tell me I'm dumb. I can't do anything else. Nope, I can't do anything else. That's a shame. Well, at least I created somewhat of a healing potion. Well, a lesson has been learned. And also, apparently, there are limited ways to get around the dungeon. Now I'm really curious. Something tells me, though, I can go back and, you know, because you can go back into this dungeon and take it on a higher difficulty. So I'm probably going to do that. Because I really want to see what the heck to do here. What's this? I don't like this. It's clearly some kind of setup. A tome. Maybe we should read it? Didn't take any with him. Words by Four-Fingered Quinn appeared. Okay. This is a bad idea. I already know that. There's the mimic. Oh, there's no getting away from that. Well, the first thing I need to do probably is haste. Passively increases haste. We need to cleanse that immediately. Oh, that's not good. Well, this is our first boss. This is our first boss. Poison on hit. Lovely. I need to taunt so badly. And piercing damage each tick. Alright. What do I need to do with you? No one's really in critical condition yet. Actually, he is in critical condition. Poison on hit, though. I don't like that, so... we'll do... I want to take poison, though. Do defense matrix. What's that? Everyone's already hasted. Parry. Oh boy, this is gonna be a thing. Oh, the number is a stack. Okay. Okay. This game is brutal. Okay, so it's taunting. Do that. And let's get everyone their haste back. And then she can actually taunt again. Or she can actually defend. And then we finish you off. Good night. Ooh, that was minor healing flask, outpost tunic, a nature's touch. Not a lot of experience though. So I think this is every one of the times where I'll use the healing. We have equipment. We have something else. Actually, much better. I apparently had 2 of these. We've used that a long time ago. Oh, I'm curious now. Just really hard to tell. I guess it would make sense. They didn't really change the look of a lot of things. Oh, these are all nature. Oof, man, they bury you in rings. I think I'm still happy I'm going with more of an offensive than a defensive. That. Not up. Nope. Alright. Alright. That's not the right button. Did I stun it? I did not. Let's try this. I want to try one different strategy. Okay. That did absolutely nothing. Oh, let's do this. Casting Mega Chomp. Oh, that was a bad idea then. Protection. Shoot. Let's protect him. Okay. Cast Nature's Boon. Sting. Poison on hit. It's fine. After cast Taunt. And sting it again. Cleanse. His poison. Then we can actually do. Let's see. Actually, if I were to defend again. Abilities, you can do Warblade, do Swift Cleanse, Barrier swing. Oh no, she can. No, protection. Good, she didn't take any damage. Hero perks unlocked. Hero perks? That's new. What's a hero perk? Perks. Avenger or Guardian. Interesting. 6 points remaining. Scatter shot will deal an additional 4 damage to nearby target. Begin battle haste. 23 haste for 1 action. Increase attack power for 1 action after being struck by a critical hit. Increases reinforced knuckles. This game has a talent system too. Increased haste. Increased attack power, so ooh, those are pretty good. Let's see. Attack power, haste, crit. Begin battle. 10% attack power. Increases damage of critical hits by an additional 5.75%. Raises the amount of overcharge that can be consumed by Warblade from 40 to 60. And Obliterate. Obliterate will now do bonus damage if the target is ignited or poisoned. Defense Matrix grants an extra 5 overcharge when hit. 2.1 stamina, crit chance, physical and damage, defense. Ooh, that's nice. Interesting. I'll play with these later. I guess there's talent stuff. Oh, right, I wanted to actually go backwards. If I actually knew where I was going. Because I didn't fully explore the last screen, and I kind of want to do that. Or maybe I did. Never mind. Oh, no, I didn't. Wait, what? Hang on a second. I'm just a dummy, then. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Oh, I can't remake the potion. That's a shame. I guess I'll have to do the dungeon again if I want that. And I keep pressing the wrong button. Like, I keep thinking Y is the, action ability. How do I go about this, then? Now, and I need to, let's see. It's, I guess, somewhat of a good thing that I got to heal. Wake Fist, the one thing I haven't done yet. Attack or defend. Rally Strike. There, him. Attack myself. I'm a little shocked, like the first hour of the game was initially like, oh, just attack, you'll be fine. But then the second half here actually shows like, hey, there's you better start thinking how you play this game. I will say though, I do like seeing all the numbers and such, so it actually much like Darkest Dungeon, you know, it tells you like, hey, fight smarter, not harder. Or what? Hey there, stow your weapons. We'll have no quarrel. I'm not much of a fighter, I'm more of a gambler. I find it's a faster and less bloody way to earn gold. What do you say? Try your hand with Lady Luck? Just a simple flip of a coin, nothing fancy. Odds are 50-50. I swear on my honor. Okay. Ready? Call it in the air. Tails. Aw. Alright, friend, we can't all be winners. I'll just be taking that now. Son of a you jerk. How much money do I have anyway? Probably should have looked before I started gambling. 656 gold. I'm okay with that. Wait, then what's this? Do you? Caught a surveyor. The heck's a surveyor? A small cracked stone capable of recording data, found from one of the sentry bots used to scout the area for bandits. Gathered all you need from it, but it may be worth something to a collector. Interesting. I like that the bandit's whistling. Like, you faintly hear it. You faintly hear it, but it's actually pretty awesome. He could do, does that. And I don't know why I went... Why am I going this way? This was a long way. This is the short way. Let's go the short way. That's the wrong way again. I apparently also need to look for things to break down, because that was a... Me breaking down that wall was a complete accident. Alright, so... Big boss is that way. I think I need Garrison here. Actually, no, I wanted to fight the other guys first. That's a good question. How are you gonna tell, like, if there's something to break down? Like, no offense, everything already looks like it's destroyed. And we can also do that. Nope, didn't get it off. Oh, I guess I did. Stuns for a short duration. Immune to stun. Character has been stunned and is immune to further stuns for the duration. Ah, well, there you go. Okay, so the stun did work. That's actually really nice. Yep. Alrighty. Taunt. Okay. For a barrier. Gut punch. Just go for a... No, supposed to actually climb it. Nope, I guessed wrong. Here comes the paint. Oh, cool. It actually is retroactive, so... Healing away, but I just want to heal up. Abilities, I can just protect myself. And you... Damage will it do? 68. And I need 0.4 damage for each overcharge used. Okay. That's 32. Fine. Use Quick Fist. Let's see what Quick Fist does. Alright, that's what Quick Fist does. Vantage reports, 104, doing the job. Boss, a few ships came in by sea. Tried anyways, we took care of them pretty quick. The boys pulled a few survivors out of the water. We'll bring them your way when we can. Seems they'll be useful for whatever it is you're doing. I don't want to know. We're still digging through the outpost trying to find the thing. It'd be a lot easier if you just told us what it is. Meaning, no offense. In fact, forget I asked. I guess I could just cross that sentence. And this one. Nah. I'll take payment the usual way. Last batch was too fermented. By the by, gold was just fine though. Bye, Gibbons. Ooh. Minor Tome of Knowledge? A book able to unlock a single hidden power within a hero. Grants a single perk point the chosen hero. Oh boy, that's one thing I hate about games. Here's this really exclusive item that improves your progress. Cannot use this while enemies are nearby. Alright, let's go take care of these enemies then. Again. Let's see. Abilities. He's gonna get damage anyway. Take care of you. Her up. That really did a number. Actions. Sting. Okay, cool. The poison damage actually can be absorbed by the, It just can be absorbed. That's actually really good to know. Goodbye. Been a while since we did an overkill. Oh, now it's active. What are the question marks for? Oh, teleporters, and I guess there's something else to do? That's a little odd. Switch. Read the book. History of the Iron Outpost. Erosion. As time wore on, other conflicts around the world forced Vancellar to restructure his allocation of military resources. The Iron Outpost was one of the first major military installations to see dramatic drops in troop numbers. This also coincided with a sudden decrease in the available mana in the area. Many of the mines and wells became insufficient or simply ran dry, making the decision to redirect troops elsewhere an easy one. As this happened, smaller factions began vying for the scraps of mana still available on the island. Alright, everyone's a blood elf or something. I don't know what the exclamation points are. Oh, let's go. Ooh, spooky. Very spooky. What? Heal and restore all mana, usable only once. Yes, sure. And I'm guessing I'm going into a boss fight, so... Cutscene?
Hurry up!
Got it. Uh-oh. Go! Get it to the boss. Ain't telling me twice.
Cowards.
What is that?
Bad news. Get ready.
Okay. You weren't in the demo. Love the music though. Level 1. Burst. Burst. Attacking, healing, or taking damage all builds up your party's burst bar. Once you've built up a full charge of burst, any one of your heroes can expend the charge to unleash their own unique burst ability. Alrighty, what's his burst? Purify. Heals each party member for 38 health and removes 2 debuffs from each. Interesting. Now, do that. Taunt. Probably gonna regret that. Let's see if you bleed. You bleed. Okay, good. Oh, that was still a loss. Shielded Assault puts 41 damage shield on the whole party. While the target remains shielded, their attack power will be increased by 10%. Interesting. Now let's build that overcharge. Sting you again. Let's also do... build up his overcharge. I completely forgot to check what hers is, though. New protection. What's his burst? Heartbleed. It deals 55 piercing damage and causes the target to bleed for 28 damage over 3 turns, ignoring damage mitigation. Interesting. Now, let's do the bleed approach. I'm surprised at how... slow this character is. There's the damage shield. Oh, that hurt like hell. Okay, now hopefully I can get a taunt off. I don't think I really need it, but... Woo. Okay. Probably I should use the burst, shouldn't I? Alright, let's use the burst then. Interesting. or Sunder. So let's try Obliterate. That actually was nice. On we go. This is gonna hurt. Well, and that was a thing. Well, he's dead either way. Goodbye. Small blade shard, coast iron broadsword.
The blade they pulled from that thing was an artifact. This is more than some bandits screwing around.
The bandit who got away dropped this insignia as he fled. Have you ever seen one like it?
No, I haven't.
It sounds like we're paying Grimbeard at least one more visit.
Yes, we are.
Dungeon complete to the Iron Outpost. Huh. What's this? Oh, I had two of them, apparently. I apparently had a better sword the entire time, with the exception of the chance on hit to bleed effect. What's this? Red Rusty Blade. Come on, make that another sword. This rusty blade seems worthless while in your possession. Faint whispers can be heard of longing to return to its master. Interesting. Disturbing, but interesting. Leave the dungeon. Yes. Oh, that's actually very handy. If completing dungeon will cause time to pass, causing things on the overworld to repopulate, refreshing vendor inventories, and other thingies. And other thingies I wasn't able to read in time. I could just have her take the damage. Ooh. Oh, well, they already used her in the assault. Just because we can. Let's see what Heartbleed does. Got some nice stabbing there, Garrison. Oh, even the resources also repopulate. That's handy. You know, if I was a smart man, I'd stop this. Actually, I probably should have stopped the stream. Actually, but I want to take this to the town first. Something tells me I'll both be able to kind of attack my way through this. I'll try to ignore stuff. Let's see. Go down this way. I didn't see an enemy there, but okay. That was not desired. That was not a desired effect. You. Deal some more damage. Get you. You don't get much experience for overkill, extra bonus experience for an overkill, I've noticed. Look, I didn't see that one. Yeah. Oh, I guess we have to stop just to kind of look around the area. Oh, that's probably why it didn't show itself until the end. Because I was probably searching the map. You. Although, I will say, I'm going to enjoy it. Honestly, I can see myself enjoying going through this game. But I definitely understand the complaints about this game being slow. Like, you really have to go slow in this game. Let's go to the inn first. So, the inn... Glad to see you around. I have a proposition for you. The sewers down below town have been infested with spiders. The sewer below town? There is. It's one of the perks of living here. What makes you say it's infested with spiders? Lots of folks have gone down there. They either come back covered in webs, or not at all. If you could clear it out for me, I'd be real appreciative. Let's see if we have the time. Speak to me again when you're ready to venture down there.
What do you need?
Rest. Fought bravely today. Aramis would be proud. Thank you. Wait, where are you going? Just stepping out for a minute. You get some rest. What about you? Don't you ever sleep? Not if I can help it. You don't need to worry. The inn's safe, as far as I can tell. Gilliberto won't leave your side. Isn't that right? Get some sleep, okay? Okay. Not me I'm worried about. Ah, that was interesting.
Pint or full?
Like a hard day of work at the disemboweled traveler to shake off the dust.
Pint or full?
Looked like, I guess this stuff did improve.
Hungry?
Sell items. How much is this stuff worth anyway? 31 gold. 31.
Come on in. Safe travels.
Alright, let's go talk to the Grimbeard.
What do you need? You're back. Such a treat.
This insignia was dropped by a fleeing bandit. Is it familiar?
Yes, sir. From the Iron Outpost. Not the military mark. I can't make heads or tails of it. But Quall might. He's a strange one, to be sure. Most likely to know of anyone, that said.
He hasn't had much interest in speaking with us thus far.
It may as be. But now you've got something interesting to discuss.
Yes, we do.
What could go wrong?
You're back. And nearly in one piece.
What the upgrading is. Cannon. Diplomacy. So basically, like, he can always give you basic stuff. And also crafting items, which is also very useful.
Come on in.
And also you can
Who
sell
are
your stuff
you?
here. Let's actually upgrade. You there, you look like the type that can spare some change. Upgrade my forge and I'll sell you the finest armor, weapons and armor in the land. Sure! Thanks, lad, you won't regret this. If only everyone appreciated blacksmithing as much as you, the world would be a better place. Grinbeard will now carry higher level recipes and a chance to stock uncommon equipment.
Yep, I'm still here.
I guess it's not an instant
what do you
effect.
Yep, we're careful.
Alright, let's go and see what
Yes?
Paul
Yes?
would want.
Why, hello. Have you brought me something interesting?
While at the Iron Outpost, we witnessed bandits pulling a sword from a pile of armor. That pile of armor then promptly came to life and tried to kill us.
Ah, yes. Quite fascinating what an artifact can do, especially to other artifacts.
What do you mean, other artifacts?
That was no ordinary set of armor you battled. It was an ancient artifact, once worn by a lieutenant, cursed with power by Varus himself.
Who is Varus?
Just your run-of-the-mill archmage turned crazed Imperial, infused with the power of a blood demon, long since dead, or at least disappeared.
Run that by us again?
I'm no historian. Learn more on your own, if you must.
Forget it. The bandits, they may know where our lost friends are. And if they have an artifact, where can we find them?
If they found your friends, they'd be in Junktown.
Where is it?
To the east. Straight east, nearly. Only, there's a small problem.
Other than our friends who are missing? And my patients wearing thin?
A bandit cannon blocks the lone road going east. You'll never get past. If you try, I'll be sure to swing by and collect what's left of you afterwards.
I'm really not very good at controlling my temper.
Now, there is another way. If you can get the blink station working again.
A teleporter of some kind?
Yes, it can teleport you deep into the Rushlands. A dry and rough place. Nasty. Through it, you can approach the cannon from the south and flank the cannon. Once it is disabled, you can access Junktown freely.
The blink station. How do we fix it?
Down the east road, just north of the cannon emplacement, is Banog Cave. Inside is a mana core. Grimbeard has sworn he can repair the blink station if someone were crazy enough to fetch it. You definitely look crazy. Go get it, bring it to him. Maybe he'll be bold enough to fix it for you and blink you down to the Rushlands.
Okay,
This conversation is no longer interesting. However, your interest in alchemy is.
Our what?
Alchemy? Why else would you have gone to the Iron Outpost but to gather all those wonderful alchemy ingredients?
Our lost friends?
My alchemy table is yours to experiment with. Just clean up any messes, of which there will certainly be many. Goodbye. You're leaving?
Huh. Minor cleansing flask, minor healing flask. Alright.
Oh, you.
Oh, okay. We can actually make our healing potions and such. Wow, that's actually a lot of attack power. It's like double what I have. First 20 mana. That's actually really good.
Yes, yes.
Minor Flask of Revival. Oil of Pain causes the next 5 hits to deal 17 additional piercing damage. Restores 35 health instantly and 31 over 3 turns. Oh, well, I can buy that. Always buy your books.
Interesting. Oh, you're leaving?
Use that. Minor Group Healing Flask. Wow, that's a lot of recipes. Wow, there is a lot to do in this game. There's an absurd amount of stuff you can actually do in this game. Curious what the Red Rusty Blade is meant for. Probably actually something related to the dungeon. But that's going to be it for me tonight. That is going to be all. We definitely went a lot over. I'm going to actually cut the music here for a moment because I had to alt-tab here to take a look and see what is going on right now. Looks like the only person I know that's actually... There's a couple people streaming. Looks like Meds is streaming right now. I see what's he streaming. I have no idea what he's actually streaming right now. So there's actually Meds. He actually goes under Buddha Meds as his username when he streams. There's also Dan the Enigma. Looks like he's actually practicing speedrunning Demon's Crest. You can check that out. Of course, there's also Mr. Science Theater 3000. They're still doing the Shout Factory TV marathon. And finally, there's Proton John. He looks like he's currently streaming right now Tempest 2000. I have no idea what game that is, but he is currently doing a fortune cookie night where whatever game pops up on the fortune cookie, he will play. But I'm definitely glad I'm going to be playing this for the next couple days. I'll probably be trying little things like the fishing and the other stuff as we get through the game, like off stream if I make the time. I don't think I'll have any more time to play tonight, but we'll see what happens. Doing some more little things here and there and stuff. Hopefully it won't make me too overpowered for this game. But I don't know how the power creep is and such. But hopefully, though, we'll enjoy going through this game and beating it. Because I do not like when games beat me. But once again, though, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have yourself a wonderful night. And until then, take care.